One little change could affect the rest of the timeline. Either it is a hero, a villain, a citizen, or anybody or anything. I am the Watcher of the Multiverse, and I ask of you to come with me and explore this changed universe. Today, we will go over the beginning of the second part of Imagine if Flash Thompson became Spider-Man in 2004. How would the story of Dr. Otto Octavius being the villain happen, and what else would happen with Flash Thompson being Spider-Man to this point? Let us see how the story will go. Ever since Flash was bitten by the spider, everything changed so much. Since Norman was dead, and the world knows that he was the Green Goblin, Harry was now one of the leaders of Oscorp. Because Norman Osborn died earlier than he anticipated, the leaders of Oscorp would still be alive. There would still be a festival later on, but because of Norman Osborn not being alive at this moment, the attack would have never happened. Peter Parker attends college to try and fulfill his dreams and become one of the students with Dr. Kurt Connors. MJ went to college with Peter, and she decided to change course from being an actor to wanting to be a news reporter. From MJ's experience with Flash facing off against Green Goblin, it gave her the motivation to report stories and events on what was happening daily with Spider-Man. Since Flash's home was burnt down from the attack of the Green Goblin, he moves in and rents his own room in the building that was owned by Mr. Digovich. And while getting a new apartment, Flash got the job of becoming a photographer at the Daily Bugle. J. Jonah Jameson was so impressed with the pictures that Flash had taken of Spider-Man that he paid Flash fairly well, giving Flash the money he needed to pay off the apartment. Flash felt good about this new life he was getting as himself and Spider-Man. He felt proud of it, though he was tired of always going from one thing to another. One day, Flash got news from the police that there was a bank heist going on, and a group of thugs were there, and their leader was Shocker. When Flash arrived at the bank, Flash told Shocker that their bank heist ends here, and Shocker ordered the thugs to take him out. Flash swung straight to the thugs, taking them out easily. When the thugs were taken care of, Shocker shot an energy blast at Flash, and Flash dodged it, jumping on one of the hanging lights. Shocker shot another energy blast, and Flash jumped back to the wall and shot a web at Shocker's face. Flash then swung towards Shocker, kicking him to the ground, and webbed Shocker to the ground, telling Shocker that he was defeated. The police came and thanked Flash for the help, and Flash swung away, letting the police take Shocker and the thugs to jail. Peter and MJ walked out of their class, finishing their day of college, about to walk back home. They heard someone say to them that it has been a while since he saw them, and they saw that it was Harry. Peter and MJ were glad to see Harry, and they asked how he's been. Harry told them a lot has been going on with Oscorp, but he was able to get by. Peter asked Harry what he was doing at Oscorp, and Harry told him that is why he is here, to ask him and MJ if they wanted to come and meet Dr. Otto Octavius. Peter was surprised to be asked that, and Peter right away accepted, and MJ accepted as well. When Harry, Peter, and MJ arrived, they were greeted by Otto and Rosalie Octavius. Peter and MJ shook their hands, and Peter told Otto that it was such an honor to finally meet him. Otto told Peter that the honor was his, and he has heard a lot about him and MJ from Dr. Connors and Harry. MJ told Otto that she has heard a lot about his work, and MJ asked Otto what he's doing next. Otto showed Peter and MJ the machine being worked on, telling them that his latest experiment is going to be shown to the leaders of Oscorp, including Harry, some judges, and Otto was hoping that Peter and MJ could be there as well. MJ asked what the machine was supposed to do, and Peter said that the machine is an energy output. Otto said with it that a huge amount of energy could be harnessed with the machine to provide power to the city, just like the sun, providing renewable power to the whole world. Peter asked if the machine was finished, and Otto told Peter that they are pretty much finished with the machine, and they will show it to the leaders of Oscorp tomorrow. MJ said that they will be there, and Harry said that it was settled and they'll see them tomorrow. Harry dropped Peter and MJ off, telling them that he will pick them up tomorrow. MJ kissed Peter goodnight, excited, telling him that he'll see him tomorrow. The two went into their houses. Peter went into his room and got on his phone, calling up Flash, because he knew that Flash was always so busy as Spider-Man that he deserved to have a little break from it. When Flash answered, Peter asked Flash if he wanted to come with him and watch Otto Octavius' experiment tomorrow. Flash said, hoping nothing would happen tomorrow, that he will meet him there, because he has been busy a lot and he needs a break. Peter said that he will meet him at Otto's place tomorrow, and Flash ended the call, hoping that nothing big comes up. The next day, Flash arrived at Otto's place and met up with Peter, MJ, and Harry. The four went in, seeing the leaders of Oscorp there, along with many supervisors, judges, and J. Jonah Jameson was there, along with Betty Brant, to report about this in the newspapers. Otto welcomed everyone and told them that they are going to witness renewable energy that can go on throughout the city of New York. Otto told them that he is going to have his assistants helping with the machine, and Otto pulled a cloth off, showing the robotic arms. Otto got on the platform and connected the robotic arms to him, and moments later, the arms were alive. Everyone was shocked to see this. Flash took pictures of the arms, and MJ wrote them down to understand more of how the arms worked. The lights went off, and the workers moved the towers of computers away, showing the machine. Otto and the group went to the machine to watch the machine getting ready. One of the arms got a tiny piece of tritium, placed it in the middle, and beams shined on the tritium, making the tritium change into a giant energy source. Otto said to the group that the power of the sun was in the palm of his hand. While Flash was taking pictures, his spider sense went off, and he saw a paperclip slowly move to the power source. Flash then looked up, seeing the lamps and other things that were metal slowly move to the power source as well. Suddenly, everything in the group that was metal went to the power source. The metal on the walls flew to the power source, and everyone started to evacuate. But Flash, Harry, Peter, MJ, Otto, and Rosalie were the only ones in the room. Harry told Otto to shut it off, and Otto agreed to it. Tried everything to shut it off or contain it, but nothing could work. The metal from the window started to come, making the glass shatter. Flash quickly swung in as Spider-Man and got Harry and MJ out of the way, but Peter and Rosalie got cut and scraped by the glass, making them fall to the ground. Otto saw his wife dead, and Otto called out to her by her name, rushing to her to see if she had a small chance of life left. Spider-Man quickly pulled the cables out, and the machine turned off. The ambulance came and brought Peter and Rosalie to the hospital, with MJ going with Peter and Otto going with Rosalie. Harry watched the ambulance take Peter and Rosalie away. Harry was furious, blaming himself for ever bringing Peter and MJ into this. Harry walked away from the aftermath, and Flash, who was still in his Spider-Man suit, swung to the hospital to see if Peter was all right. When Flash entered the room, he saw MJ in tears while holding Peter's hand, while Peter was getting surgery on him to get all the glass that was stuck in him out. Flash watched in anger, blaming himself for not being able to help Peter and Rosalie, that it made Flash storm out of there, with MJ watching him leave. And this is how the first act of Part 2 will end. What do you think will happen to Peter? Is something bad going to happen with Flash, MJ, Harry, and everyone else? Be prepared for the second act of Part 2. Until that time comes, my friends, farewell.